Indonesian national anthems and continue with the opening speech by first, Dr. Joseph Teguh Santoso as Rector of STEKOM University, and the second, Mr. Wibi Ardi Alfianto as Graphic Design Lecturer of STEKOM University. And after these sessions, we will go time for a picture, and then next session is time for the presentation, and we will call students one by one according to the event rundown that I gave the participant. And if all our participants already present about their country, we will go to sharing discussion. So representative from university. Okay. Okay, we will start with the Indonesian national anthems. So, Ms. Febri, please help me to start this session. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Febri, for playing Indonesia Raya anthems. So the next, So the next session is opening speech from STEKOM University Rector for Dr. Joseph Teguh Santoso. The time is yours.
Thank you very much, Aska. Yang hadir pada siang hari ini sama dengan yang kemarin ya? Yes.
Beda, Pak.
Oke. Agak berbeda ya. Apakah nama universitasnya juga sama?
Sama. Presenternya beda. Mungkin beberapa sama.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and all of the audiences and all of my friends, my students, and my foreign friends from other countries, other universities around the world. Good afternoon, and how are you all? I hope it's great, and let me introduce myself as my name is Dr. Joseph, and I'm the rector of the University of Science and Technology Computer. Maybe at one day, if possible, we will do the cultural exchange that places at our university. So, but because the pandemic situation, now we must do this cultural exchange by virtual, and I think it's I hope also that one day my students from the STEKOM University and also my friends from the other university around the world also can do the student exchange or visiting each other's university. And I would like to thank you again for the outstanding speakers from the day one that as we saw, it was very, very amazing, and I give my best appreciation to all who help us to organizing this webinar, and also for the student representative that will be the speakers of this afternoon. Is Ch.Dosmukhamedov, Atyrau University, and Oleksandr, Dovzhenko, Hlukhiv National Pedagogical University, Bugema University, Vasyl, Stus, Donetsk National University, University of Venda, Ternopil, Volodymyr, Hnatiuk National Pedagogical University, and University of Putra, Malaysia, Termez State University, Brest State University, Mandakh University, Cherkasy State Ternopil University, University of Foreign Language, University, Oromia State University, and also Oleksandr National University. So in this cultural exchange between STEKOM University students and 15 universities in various countries, we will learn each other's what the positive things and what the culture of the other countries that have that we can appreciate, that we can saw something, that we can see something new and something that we can learn about the other country's culture. And unlike the first day, today we will discuss about introduce the pop culture in your home country. For example, music, movies, and drama. And as we know that the day one, we actually much more discuss about the scenery and the food, right? And today we will much more discuss about the pop culture, the music, movies, or drama. And I also thanks very much for the information and recommendation that have been prepared by the representative, the student representative, which will be delivered shortly. And at the day one, I follow this cultural exchange, virtual cultural exchange, and for more than 4 hours. I think it's a very, very interesting program, and I enjoy so much. Something is very new and very interesting that I also feel that I have a lot of friends around the world, And I also hope that all the audiences maybe at one day we can visiting each others and becoming good friends, have a good relationship and friendship. And finally, I would like to thank you for the STEKOM University teams who prepare, and also for the 15 universities from various countries for collaborating and conveying information about pop culture in your home country. I hope that you, all of you and me, will get an amazing webinar experience, amazing virtual cultural exchange experience, and get inspiration and get a new friends and get to know more maybe about the various culture that exist in the others countries. Thank you for joining us and enjoy this virtual cultural exchange program during this last day. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Josh, for giving opening speech for today's event. For the next session, we have a speech from Mr. Wibi Ardi Alfianto as a graphic design lecturer from STEKOM University. Mr. Wibi, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you. You
Okay.
can hear my voice
Yeah.
clear?
Yes, it's clear, sir. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you for Aska. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, my name is Wibi Ardi Alfianto. I'm a lecturer of STEKOM University. First, I want to say thank you for Mr. Joseph Santoso as a rector of STEKOM University, and I'm appreciate for all speakers today. And so I'm very happy today in this event because I can meet all of you in other countries, and we know we need to even like this. We meet to another people to speak something, and we have a theme about music culture, culinary, and we can sharing in this event. So I'm very appreciate to all of you join in this event, and I hope next we can meet as offline. We can talk anything about your culture, our culture, and I'm as a lecturer as design graphic design. I'm very excited about music culture, so I can sharing little about music culture because I have something sharing for you. I want to share my screen. So let me talking little about music in Indonesia. We have unique music. We have combination about EDM and ethnic music. So Indonesia rich culture, baked so many inspired world of art, painting, sculpture, music, dance, theater, and more. From the ancient times to contemporary era, Indonesian artists keep drawing inspiration from the archipelag's culture. So Indonesia have many music. If you know about gamelan Jawa, Javanese gamelan, Bali gamelan, and anything. Yeah. We can make something different with music. We can combine about gamelan and synthesizer and piano. So maybe you won't watch about combination like this. You can see in my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is PPRD. You can see that, and I make something about music, EDM, and ethnic music. So
Share screen-nya mati ya, Bu?
yeah. So this is about traditional music in Indonesia. You can see my PPT. Yeah, this is the most one. We make something in Indonesia. We can create with gamelan, suling, angklung, and this is from NTT. I'm sorry, for MTP. And we have traditional dancing in Papua. So traditional music is much that was born, grew, and developed throughout Indonesia and has been passed down from generation to generation until now. Traditional music is actually music that is important to be preserved because the ancestral heritage that has been passed down to its generation is testament to the wealth of art in the past. As for the understanding that has been mentioned above, it can be controlled that traditional music is much that was born and developed in certain areas and continues to exist because it is preserved by local people who get the musical heritage. So this is how we make music. We combine music, ethnic music from Indonesia, and modern music. How we can take melody from gamelan and combine with melody in modern music. We can use example. We can use gamelan or for use modern music in EDM. We can use harmonic with angklung to change something in modern music. So this is very interesting for me, and I create this music for young people in Indonesia can know about ethnic music in Indonesia. This is my reason to give heritage to have something in Indonesia, and young people in Indonesia can make this is like this for like me to create something different in Indonesia. So thank you. This is my presentation, and I hope this one can happy for everyone and make something different. So Aska, thank you very much for this time.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mr. Wibi. Thank you so much for present some opening presentation for today's topic about music, film, and drama. Okay, the next session we will have take a picture documentation. So, Miss Febri, can you help me for take a documentation?
Okay.
Okay.
Filenya Mas belum dikirim ke aku.
Dokumentasi.
Oh, oke. Sorry. Oke, Becky yang belum on cam, silahkan on cam terlebih dahulu agar kita bisa foto bersama.
For the participant, you can open the camera because we will take a picture for today's event documentation.
Oke, saya hitung dari 1. Oke, ditunggu dulu. Sepertinya baru on cam.
Okay.
Wait. Oke, saya hitung dari 1, 2, 3. Oke, sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Oke, thank you.
Oke. Yang tadi kenapa? Salah. Udah siap belum? Okay. Thank you, Ms. Febri, for helping me to take a picture for today's documentation. So we will go to the main event for today's event. We have a presentation from many countries. We have 14 country today, 14 university today for present their country. Okay, for the first presentation, we have from STEKOM University Indonesia. Hello, Joseph. Okay, Josephine Marse.
Oke, kameranya, Mas.
Yes, hello.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so you can start the presentation.
Okay, wait a few minutes. Okay.
Virtual background-nya salah itu.
Oh, I'm sorry, my background is
Sabar. Okay. So sabar. Okay. We have something to prepare here from STEKOM University. So we will continue to the
Video from me
Oromia.
mungkin. Video music from Mr. VP maybe.
Yeah, I think we can continue to Oromia State University. I will check their attendance first. From Oromia State University, Magartu Asefa Wayesa from Ethiopia are they present in this room. Yeah, from Oromia State University, Magartu Asefa Wayesa from Ethiopia are they present in this Zoom meeting room? Okay, so udah.
Mungkin bisa di-share videonya Mr. Wibi dulu, Mas Aska.
Okay, siap. Thank you. I want to share my video about ethnic and EDM.
Jangan lupa diklik share sound-nya. Gitu.
Yeah.
Kalau share.
Rembang is a sub-district which is also the capital of Rembang Regency, Central Java, Indonesia. Rembang has cultural diversity, especially Javanese and Chinese cultures. All respect each other and live in harmony.
Yeah, thank you for Mr. Wibi. So we will start for the main event today. We will start from Indonesia, STEKOM University, with the presenter is Josephine Masrin. For
Yes,
Joseph,
okay, thank you for today. I'd like to share to you guys, and then this is my presentation about Indonesian pop culture, especially about music, movies, drama, and some other things like that. And this is okay. I will start my introducing myself, and I'm Joseph Lim. I'm from STEKOM University, and I'm majoring in informatic engineering. And thank you for you all guys to hear. And then this is I have this. There's a lot of type music in my country. There is dangdut, pop, folk songs, keroncong, kasidah, and jazz. And this is the description for they are all. And dangdut is music that something just like koplo. We call it koplo in my country. It's about just like what is that? Gendang. Gendang is just like percussion that you hit the music instrumental, and then it makes some rhythm. And then there is a pop music, genre of pop music in Indonesia, but in broader sense can also include Indonesian pop culture, which also includes Indonesian films and soap operas. It's pop music Indonesia. The average of pop music Indonesia, it's about ballad. And folk songs is just like Wibi Ardianto that share music before. It's about R&B and EDM music that combination to be some music that called folk songs in Indonesia. And keroncong is just like music that funky, but still have a ballad rhythm. And for the two last genre music is qasida and jazz. It's about music. Qasida is just music about religion. It's Islamic sound art with songs contain many elements of Islamic da'wah and good advice according to Islamic teachings. And the last one is jazz. Jazz is music which there is rhythm that has harmony, improvisation, and is played using certainly musical instrument. You can use guitar, piano, or drum, or something like that. Music that modern music. And then this is example of dangdut song. There is a title Begadang from Roma Irama. Roma Irama is the Begadang sung by Roma Irama, and the second is Buaya Buntung by Inul Daratista, and the last one is Alamat Palsu by Ayu Ting Ting. Alamat Palsu music is like this. I can give you example from this music. Kesana kemari membawa alamat, yeah, just like that. And then the next is example of pop song. Hati-hati di jalan by Tulus. Ku kira kita akan bersama, like that. Mantan terindah by Raisa. Jodoh pasti bertemu by Afgan. And then some other things like that. There is many song in Indonesian, and this is the jazz song. Last one example of genre music. We have Ardhito Pramono that sing jazz song in Indonesia, because in Indonesia is too rare to find someone that sing this genre music. So if you know the song from Ardhito is Here We Go Again, that maybe if you know some artists from Korea that called Kim Taehyung, he also like this song, and also add his song to his playlist in YouTube. And then this is something that called drama, film, movies. There is a horror movies, comedy, and romantic movies. And this is the example of film. The horror movies is just like Pengabdi Setan. Pengabdi Setan is about, it's like you give your soul to evil. You make some promise with evil. And then the second is comedy genre. Is the title is Warkop DKI Reborn. Actually, Warkop DKI is the legend title in Indonesia that the original player is Dono, Kasino, and Indro, and this is the remake from That's It. And this last one is romance genre, and the title of film is Mariposa. You can watch by online and some other method. And this is the traditional drama. Traditional drama, this is two different type of drama. There is traditional drama and modern drama. In traditional drama, we have wayang and ludruk. Wayang is just like about you play some something just like, that's called in my country is called wayang. Wayang is just like teddy bear, but it's made from plastic or something like that. And ludruk is just like some comedy event that you can laughing there, and you can do jokes and something like that. And the modern drama is Little Mom and Look Alaska. Especially this is a romance genre, and you can also watch this in Google or something like that. And the last one is I have pantun. The pantun I don't know what's the English word of pantun, but maybe I just can tell you it's similar with poem. So what is pantun? Pantun is the text that contains message, joke, or satire, but with Indonesian characteristic. And I have example of this pantun, and you can read this with me. A girl was walking like a dude. People thought she was a hunter. I have eaten a lot of food, yet I can still feel the hunger. Yes, like that. It's include the ABAB sound, and then you include the message to this poem. But it's not poem, it's pantun. Thank you for your attention, guys. And before I closing this my presentation, I have the last one pantun for you guys. And this is a monkey standing apple pie, selling apple pie. It presses a button to open the gateway. I
Cakep.
promise this is not a goodbye. I will see you guys again someday.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for Joseph Lim Marcel for present Indonesian culture for pop, film, music, and so on. Yeah, we will continue to another presentation. We have from Oromia. We have from Oromia State University. The presenter is Magartu Asefa Wayesa. Is they are present in this room? Udah di kelas. Oromia. Yeah, from Oromia State University. Hello. From Oromia State University. Can you hear my voice? Hello.
Hello?
Okay, yeah, I can
Can
hear
you
your
hear
voice
me?
now. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear your voice.
Please take a minute. Just we are not ready right now. Just after 2 minutes we will be there.
Okay. Thank you for the confirmation, sir.
Oh, okay, we will.
Okay. Yeah, so we will continue to the next presenter first. We have from University Putra Malaysia, Nafael Shalom Benjinol. Is there present in this room? Udah di kelas belum?
I'm just trying to find the file.
Okay.
Wait. Where is it?
Okay, are you ready now?
Okay.
We can start the presentation.
Okay. Good day to everyone. My university, Putra, Malaysia, and I'll be presenting the pop culture of my country and my hometown, which is Sabah. So yeah. So Malaysia has a lot of famous songs, and this is the some. Okay. Shall I continue? Okay. I enjoy listening to the song by Ella, Standing in the Eyes of the World. And there's also Gemilang by Jacqueline Victor, Gamur, and a lot more from Malaysia. So first of all, my favorite artist from Malaysia is Faisal Tahir, and with his famous song Ragaman. I love this song so much. And the next one is Yuna, artist from
Hello. Okay, I think they have connection problems. So I want to check is the next presenter is present in this room. The next presenter is from Mandakh University, Tufshintulga Hurel Batar.
Yes,
Are they present?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Are you ready for the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, you can start it. Thank
Okay,
you.
let me share the screen first. Okay. Okay, hello everyone. At first, let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Tushintlop. I'm from Mongolia and currently studying business administration program of Mandakh University. The topics are Mongolian historical movie and Mongolian traditional music. Of course, there are modern music, songs, and dramas and movies in Mongolia, but I choose the historical and traditional ones here. Okay, Mongolian historical movie. I chose this movie because this is my favorite historical movie. The name of the movie is Mantua Sitsatan, which means Queen Mantua the Wise. The director of this movie is Baltunem Biggs, and the actress is Sof Namsra, who is really famous actress in Mongolia. In the movie, the Queen Mantua was the empress of post-imperial Mongolia. She reunited the Mongols with Dayan Khan in the 15th century. She was the only daughter of Korospai of the Ongod Mongols in Eastern Mongolia. And in history, she was the I think she was the most important queen in Mongolian history because she saved the boy who is Genghis Khan's bloodline, the last bloodline. In this movie, they are showing the actions of that time and how they betrayed her and killed the kings, something like that. And if you're interested in Mongolian history of 15th century, I suggest this movie. Okay, next topic is Mongolian traditional music. Our culture is a very unique and has long story, unlike anything else you can find in Asia. It is very long story. The same goes for the music. Overtone singing, which is throat singing, the long song, and murung horse are the symbol of Mongolia. Overtone singing, which is called also throat singing. The overtone singing is like the style of singing with the two different melodies. And this type of singing involves producing two distinct pitches simultaneously, which means at the same time, one being similar to typical whistle, while the other is drone bass. Here is the video of throat singing. Something like that. It goes like. And the next one is, which is called long song. In Mongolia, it's ortinto. This is the primary format of Mongolian music, and it's also unique to our country. You can easily distinguish it from other songs format because each syllable of the text is extended, which is why even a short 5 or 4 minute song might have only 12 or few words, even it has 9 words, only 9 words. And there is no fixed rhythm, but there are wide intervals and slow tempo. The themes of the text can be almost anything, but they are typically philosophical, romantic, and religious in nature. About moon, about sun, about the sky, something like that. In this picture, you can see the distance of microphone and her mouth. It's really far, but it sounds so loud. The last one is murung hor, which is horse head fiddle. The head of the instrument, it's like a form of head of horse. Murung hor is the horse-headed fiddle and still unique string instrument consisting of violin-shaped body and 2 strings, only 2 strings. The instrument has a horse carving at its peg box, which is why the tradition goes that the device exists to represent the movement of running horse and sound of horse. And I think this instrument is most famous in Mongolian, I think. And here's the example of murung hor. Try to listen the tempo and rhythm. It's like the running horse. Something goes like that. And here's the bonus clip of some guy doing making the sound of horse. Here, with the instrument, he will make the sound of horse. Yeah. Okay, I found this information from YouTube and Discover Mongolia and also Wikipedia. Okay, thanks for your attention.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you very much for presenting some music from Mongolian. It's really unique things. Okay, we will continue to the next presentation. We have from Belarusian, Serko Oleksandr from Brest State Technical University. Okay, are you ready for the presentation?
Yes, of course. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Do you see the presentation?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So today I will tell you about our Brest culture, and not only pop culture, but also about some of our most interesting sites. Nowadays, culture doesn't stand still. Even a few years ago, the interests of young people were the same. Now, completely different types of recreation are gaining popularity. Even comparing the interests of young people over the last decade, you can find many differences. Teenagers no longer divide themselves into emo and punks. Computer clubs are no longer popular. Now, among young people, completely different hobbies are popular. There are several theaters in Brest. Every citizen has visited. Particularly does a beautiful large puppet theater stand out, located very close to the academic drama theater. The puppet theater, recently brought to life and recreated, has already won the hearts of many youth representatives with spectacular productions. Some of them are presented on the slide and artfully executed decorations. In the drama theater, most serious and thoughtful performances are held. For example, a little while ago, the audience could watch the production of Patty Bourgeois' Wedding. Moreover, various musical brands dearly loved by teenagers and the youth of Brest often perform at the theater. And on this slide, you can see theatrical festival Bela Veja, which is a special occasion when different casts and theatrical troupes from other countries come to our drama theater to present their own plays. And speaking of theater, it's impossible not to mention the cinema. There are two cinemas in Brest, Belarus and Mir, where new films of diverse genres, from comedy to drama, action to science fiction, from all over the world are regularly shown. A real catch for students and children. Every day, these places are crowded with young people hungry for a new Brestman story, willing to have a good time. But what if you don't want to go anywhere? So you can stay at home and listen to your favorite music. Any teenager will give you a different answer. Musical tastes of our country are diverse. Some like folk, some like pop with this very engaging and entertaining motifs, and some is fond of rap. One thing is certain, songs of uncountable nationalities comprise city's playlist, no matter American, Korean, or Russian. If you're interested in sports, you should definitely visit the Victoria Sport Complex, and there are often competitions, multiple sports from handball to mini football, so you will definitely find something to watch. Apart from it, there is a well-known football club, Dynamo Brest, which is a Belarusian football club, which plays in our Premier League, the top division in Belarusian football. In 2019, Dynamo Football Club won the first Belarusian Premier League title, and the club has also won the Belarusian Cup in 2007, 17, and 18. And there is the Victoria Sports Complex. However, sometimes you just want to enjoy the eternal spirit of freedom and leave the noise of the city. And here the Belarus has what to offer. On the slide, you can see the Belovezhskaya Pushcha National Park, on the territory of which several museums take place dedicated to the culture and nature of Belarus, as well as many aviaries with various fauna representatives. But the bison aviaries especially stand out. That's why tourists from all over the world come to Belarus to see these skunk giants. And gingerbread cakes, which depict bison, by the way, very delicious, are particularly popular. One of the most significant parts of the pop culture of Belarus of the 21st century is the internet. Here you can find information about everything in the universe. Its potential is truly limitless. But young people used to watch different memes with cats in TikTok, a new social network where you can upload videos on any topic. Apart from TikTok, there are diverse social networks, for example, Vkontakte, Instagram, Snapchat, or Telegram, which teens actively use to communicate with each other and just raise their spirits. If you still choose to have fun outdoors, there are a couple of activities to do. For example, our city hosts numerous festivals, and one of which is Color Fest. As soon as you get to the festival venue, you can forget about how clean you were, because bright paint will immediately stick to you. On this day of festival, no one will remain colorless. You'll definitely not experience lack of attention and communication, because everyone is so open and smiling on the holiday, and the speakers usually perform on the stage, and everything around is just painted in various colors every now and then during massive paint emissions. The next festival I'd like to tell you about is the City Day Festival. On this day, uncountable events are held in different parts of the cities. And since the event takes place in several days, you have the opportunity to visit everything. At this time, a huge number of outlets with variety of assortment opens, starting with tents with foods and various tracks, and ending with pavilions with branded clothing. This year, next to the shopping malls, you could meet people dressed in colorful costumes, as well as traditional costumes, and people in various attire of mythical creatures. However, one of the most exciting parts of the festival is, of course, the concert and diverse performances which take part in there. Every year on the City Day, artists come to Brest to perform. And right after the concert, the time of a marvelous firework comes. Here you can see the fireworks picture, which is done by our most famous photographer, Vasyl, who takes all the photographs using his drone. And apart from various festivals, city and museums, you can also visit some of our most interesting sites, such as the Brest Archaeological Museum or the Brest Hero Fortress. Is the Brest Archaeological Museum photos. It's a pretty interesting place, so we should definitely visit it. And Brest Hero Fortress, where a lot of memorable sites are located, such as Museum of War, Territory of Peace, and Defense Museum of Brest Fortress, which is also depicted on this picture in the inside. And on the outside of the Brest Fortress, there is well-known and famous Star Archway, which also gives you the opportunity to hear the bomb sound of the falling rockets and bombs from the Nazi planes. And in the yard of Brest Fortress, a first monument is located, which is a very famous memorial where a lot of people take photos in front of. And talking about your interests and desire, and as well as some noisy places to just relax with your friends, I should definitely name Svedska Street, where you can see not only a usual street, but also a very crowded one, where a lamplighter works, as well as multiple cafeterias, shops with a heap of assortment, and even a cinema. In the warm season, you can also take a pleasant walk here, enjoy ice cream in the local cafe, sit on a bench, or take a photo in front of the monuments or buildings. Perhaps even the facades of building can be considered informative on a pedestrian street. All of them are unique, multicolored, with a history behind. Furthermore, here you can see columns and strict facades in classical style, facades of wood houses. It's equally good here in any season during a snowy winter, and lanterns are lit and the street seems endless. There are many legends and myths associated with the pedestrian street. For example, the Adidas Persia shopping and office center was opened several years ago, and the boot of wealth was placed next to the entrance. There is a legend in the city that these boots promise good luck in financial matters. True, there is only one boot, and where the second one, nobody knows. However, the attraction that interests all tourists is the lamplighter, who lights and extinguishes 17 lanterns on the street every day. It's not difficult to see him. He comes when the sun is just rising or setting on the street. There is one belief associated with the lamplighter. They say that if you hold on to his button, a wish will come true. Passing along the Soviet street, you can also see a Millennium Monument, and from the monument you can investigate Gogol Street. Is interesting because there are absolutely unique forged lanterns created according to the projects of trade and industrial organizations. They are complex sculptures that carry information about the kind of activity of different patrons, active people, and of course people who just wanted to show their enterprise to some other cultures. And there are some simpler ones, but nevertheless they are not worse, or they do not succeed to the great ones. The pop culture of Belarus is diversified and exciting, field inherent in the Belarusian people, which distinguishes them from all the others, but at the same time doesn't fall behind various innovations of other countries. It is being constantly updated with new tendencies and technologies, and this is wonderful. Thank you for your attention.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic. Okay. So thank you for Serko Oleksandr from Brest Technical University for the presentation. We will continue to the next participant, Medina Kozabarwan from Kh.Dosmukhamedov Atyrau University from Kazakhstan. I will check the okay.
Everyone.
Okay, are you ready for the presentation?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you can start it.
Hello, dear friends. I am Medina Kozabarwan, and I am from Kazakhstan, Atyrau. I study at Kh.Dosmukhamedov University. It is a great pleasure and honor for me to speak in front of such wonderful people, residents of different countries, and to represent Kazakhstan. First, I want to thank you for such a cool opportunity and a great experience in my life. I'm happy to choose the topic of pop culture, music and cinematography, as I have been working and studying in this field for a long time. All these industries are developing every year in our country and are reaching the world level. which we Kazakhs are all happy about together. And I'm proud to have such a unique opportunity to share with you, my friends, how the pop culture of Kazakhstan is growing. I want to start with the film industry, as I'm studying to be an actress, and this topic is very close to me. In Kazakhstan, in recent years, the number of cinemas, moviegoers has noticeably increased, and most importantly, the quantity and quality of native cinema is growing every year. The history of the film industry in Kazakhstan began in 1910. At the time of the Union, Kazakh writers, screenwriters, playwrights, composers, artists, and actors of that time made a great contribution to the development of national cinema. Already in the 60s of the 20th century, Kazakh cinema began to develop national cinema. Many films were made on the military theme. Film festivals began to be held in Central Asia, which motivated the creation of high quality, meaningful cinema. Since 2000s, private independent film studios began to appear, which began to compete with the main film studio, Kazakhfilm. A new generation of filmmakers in Kazakhstan began to be recognized in world cinema at international film festivals. Kazakh films began to participate in prestigious film festivals and win prizes. Today, Kazakh films carry historical and national values. They teach us, the younger generation, to think, analyze, draw conclusions, and love our native Kazakhstan even more. The Kazakh stage of the early 90s was full of musicians, old-timers. Among them, solo artists such as Rosa Baeva and Nagima Iskalieva, as well as musical groups such as Dosmukhamedov and Hasak. Having laid the foundation for high-quality native music, the performers shared their experience with younger artists and also promoted Kazakh music in the international arena, touring Europe and Asia. In the late 90s, Kazakh music began to give way to new Western trends, the hip-hop, rap music, boy bands, and pop jazz. In addition to traditional pop music, hip-hop and R&B were rapidly developing in Kazakhstan. Mixing genres and styles, each of these groups was sure to be on the playlist of every music lover, and their songs were chanted by crowds of school children and students. A new round in the development of the music industry came in the 2010s, when young musicians appeared on the scene who changed the usual format of Kazakh music. A special stage in the development of music was the new direction, Q-pop or Kazakh pop, having adopted the Eastern musical trend that came from South Korea. Kazakh boy bands such as 91 and Renzo have changed the usual understanding of native music, inspiring thousands of followers across the country. In the past few years, a large number of young talents have begun to appear outside of Kazakhstan, representing the country on the international stage. Bright examples of such artists are the performer Dimash Kudaibergen and the young singer Danelia Tulesheva. I propose to listen to Kazakh ethnic music together. Please, Sharbat Bisalieva, will you switch on the video? Okay.
I'm sorry, but I can hear the audio from the video.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't hear the sound. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry for some technical problems.
You can try to reshare and
Okay.
enable the audio.
So I'll try to do once again.
Don't forget to enable the audio in the
Madina, you can
Yeah,
continue.
thank you. Thank you so much. Friends, I can send this excerpt to our general chat. The song is really cool. The sound of video was quiet. Okay,
Hello? Are you finished the presentation?
Not yet, in fact.
Okay.
Okay, I'll complete.
Will you continue, Madina?
Yeah, I will continue. Thank you. The expansion of international cooperation in the field of culture contributed to the organization and holding of international theater festivals in Kazakhstan. Kazakh theater groups have repeatedly performed on the stage of theaters in far and near abroad. As a result of the ongoing democratic reforms in the cultural life of the Republic, theaters today are independent in the selection of repertoire, staging performances, directing, etc. Many performances were caused by the objective requirements and demands of the time. In many respects, they were associated with the long-term dream of the Kazakh people about freedom and social justice. I can talk about the mass culture of Kazakhstan for a very long time, but because of the time limit, I want to draw such a conclusion. I'm very glad and proud that our country is developing and reaching the international level in all spheres of life. I'm ready to contribute to the successful future of Kazakhstan. Thank you for your attention. I was glad to see you all. Have a good day.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much for Madina Kozabaluan for presenting some pop culture from Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, great. Okay, we will continue to the next presentation. We have Yulia Budovitsika from Ternopil, Volodymyr, Hnatiuk National Pedagogical University, Ukraine.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, hello.
I would like to share my screen.
Okay, you can start the presentation.
One moment. Can you hear me? So I would like to tell about Ukrainian pop culture. Welcome to Ukrainian pop culture. So I would like to talk about music. Here you can see some famous Ukrainian singers like Kaska, Tina Karol, Ruslana, Jamala, and band Kaush. So let's start with Ruslana. Ruslana is internationally recognized Ukrainian singer, Eurovision Song Contest, and World Award winner. She produces her own projects, writes music, conducts orchestras, and plays the piano. She does on the stage that nobody else can do. She is unique, she is different, and her success is based on her distinctive musical style. She discovered sounds and vocal manner of ancient Carpathian mountains. And also her shining success after victory on Eurovision Song Contest enabled Ruslana to conquer the world stage. Countless live concerts and TV appearances helped Ruslana to share her musical vision across the globe. And the song name is Wild Dances. Besides her musical success, the social and political commitment was an affair for Ruslana. Also, Ruslana fights for the economic and energy independence of Ukraine. She was an active participant in both Ukrainian revolutions, Orange Revolution and Revolution of Dignity. And she is included in top 10 most influential women by Forbes magazine. Also, she is among 10 most courageous women and honored with the International Woman of Courage. So the next is Jamala. Jamala is an Ukrainian singer, composer, and actor. She performs music that includes such style as soul, jazz, folk, funk, and electronic. The singer became successful after participation in U-Wave. In 2011, she took part in Ukrainian selection show, but didn't win. And in 2016, she won the Eurovision Song Contest with a powerful song. And this song is called 1944. It's about deportation of Crimean Tatars in 1944 year. And following the competition, Jamala revealed that she wrote this song after hearing a story. Her grandmother told her about deportation of Crimean Tatars. And I would like to send this song into our group chat. And next band is Kalush Orchestra. Kalush Orchestra is a Ukrainian hip-hop band that combines ethnic motifs with modern sounds, using different folk instruments. The band was named after after city of Kalush, set in the foothills of the Carpathian Mountains. It served as a mascot to inspire the band to use different folk sounds and Ukrainian authentic music. And moreover, it's a hometown to band member Hlukhiv. And this year, Kalush won Eurovision Song Contest with song Stefania. Stefania is a Ukrainian name and is a tribute to Hlukhiev's mother. Next is Tina Karol. Tina Karol is a Ukrainian singer, actress, songwriter, and TV presenter. She was the soloist of the ensemble of dance and song of Ukrainian Armed Forces, and she is a star coach on the Voice Kids and the Voice Ukraine, 5 times as a winning coach. Also, she is the best female artist and the most popular woman according to Google and Yandex, and also she is the most beautiful woman according to Viva magazine several times. Also, music documentary Tina Karol, The Power of Love and Voice, won the 10th annual film festival on the nomination of Best Documentary. And in 2017, she was awarded a People's Title by President of Ukraine. Next is Kaska. Kaska is a band that performs pop with elements of electronic folk. Kaska is one of the band who managed to success after participation in a local famous show named X Factor. The lyric video for his song Plakala is the first one in Ukrainian language to attract more than 50 views on YouTube. So next, I would like to talk about movies. You can see Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors, The Guide, My Thoughts Are Silent, and Zulka Ksenia, Prohibited, and Cyborgs. So let's talk about Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors. In the Carpathian Mountains of 19th century, love, hate, life, and death are among people since the time began. So main character Ivan falls in love with Marichka. Marichka is a daughter of his enemy who killed his father. So their families were enemies. That's why they are called Romeo and Juliet. And next is The Guide. The motto of this film: close your eyes and watch with your heart. And American engineer Mikhailo arrives in Kharkiv to build socialism. He falls in love with actress Olga, but he has another admirer, Volodymyr Komisarov. Then American was killed by Volodymyr Komisarov, and his son is saved by Kobzar. Kobzar is a blind musician, and this boy becomes his guide. And next, My Thoughts Are Silent. It's a modern Ukrainian comedy. A young sound engineer gets a special task to record sounds of animals of Carpathian Mountains, but it's only this task is his only chance to leave Ukraine and move to Canada. But things turn out tough because companion in his job would be a special person, his mother. Next is Hutsulka Ksenia. Hutsulka means a girl who lives in the Carpathian Mountains. The story is set in 1939. A young Ukrainian-American man, Yaro, comes to the Carpathian Mountains because her father left him a fortune under the condition he would marry an Ukrainian girl. But there Yaro meets Ksenia and he has to rethink his plan. Next is Prohibited. Prohibited is it's a true story about life of Vasyl Stus. Vasyl Stus is a poet, a people's rights defender, and advocate of Ukrainian independence. He died in labor camp after 13 years of detention because of her anti-Soviet activity. The movie is based on true events and dedicated to Vasyl's life. And next is Cyborgs, an Ukrainian war drama film about the Second Battle of Donetsk airport during the war in Donbass. The film depicts the wartime lives of 5 Ukrainian brothers in army fighting for the control for Donetsk and Donetsk International Airport in 2014. And you can see this airport. It's a real picture of destroyed airport. The mottos, heroes never die. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you, Yulia, for the presentation. Okay, the next presentation is from University Putra, Malaysia, Navel Shalom Benjinol. Are you ready for the presentation?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay, that's good. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. I apologize. And I will start my, hopefully it will be better. Oops, bad. Okay. So is my presentation clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so I'll start again. My name is Navel Shalom Benjinol. I am a student from University from Malaysia, Bintulu, and I will be presenting the pop culture of my home country. Okay, so Malaysia has a lot of songs, and this is one of some of the most famous songs in Malaysia. So my personal favorite is Standing in the Eyes of the World by Ella. It is a beautiful song, but yeah, but I can't find the video on the song. So the next one. So this is my favorite artist from Malaysia. The first one is Faisal Tahir. His most famous song is Ragam. And Yuna. Yuna is internationally known. She has collaborated with a lot of internationally known artists such as Usher with her most famous song Crush. Okay, so I'll be discussing a little bit on the famous songs from Sabah. That is my home country. It is a state in Sabah, so there's a lot of I'll say locally famous songs. So these are the songs: Original Sabahan by Atmosfera, Tia Kasutari by Kukibi FM, Anak Kampung, and a lot more. So next movie. So this right here is Mr. David Teo. He is considered to be the most famous filmmaker from Malaysia. He has received a lot of awards for his work, and he is known as the father of like modern Malaysian movie. So he directed movies like Bini Bini Ko Gangster, Tycoon, Kongsi, and Sniper. Okay, this right here is Mat Kilau. It is considered to be right now the most famous movie in Malaysia, and I think you can watch this on Netflix. Yeah, there's Mat Kilau on Netflix, so yeah, definitely check this out. So this is very interesting movie. I love this movie. Okay, the next one. So I'm going to talk about the actors that is famous from Malaysia, but acted internationally. So they made movie outside of Malaysia. So I have two examples. is Henry Golding. He is born in Sarawak, Malaysia, as actor in movies like Crazy Rich Asian, Snake Eyes, Last Christmas. And another one is Michelle Yeoh, born in Ipoh, Malaysia. She also has acted in movies like Crazy Rich Asian, which they both star in, Shang-Chi, the famous, most recent Marvel movie, and then Tomorrow Never Dies. So this is Henry Golding, a very, very handsome man, and Michelle Yeoh, a very attractive woman, I would say. Okay, next one. So about my country, Sabah. So these two are considered to be the most well-known local filmmaker that is from Sabah. So the first one is Mark Abbas. He is a local filmmaker, very, very well known locally. Everyone in my hometown knows him. So I have the chance to meet him once, and he is very, very nice. He is very knowledgeable. He has won a lot of awards in Sabah. His two most famous movie is Humi Nodun and Avakas, both very, very well known in Sabah. And the next one, this gentleman is Jack Wang. He is a filmmaker from Sabah, but he directed a movie internationally. So he directed Thief 144 Human X Nature together with Aaron Lim, the producer and founder of Red Boy Picture. He received 2 awards for his work. Yeah, his first movie, he received 2 awards. That is very, very amazing, I would say. He received the most impactful award in the young film category in 2017 and the CSR award in 2019. So this is the movie that is very famous in Sabah. So the first one is Humi Nodun. The second one is Avakas. The third one is Tombiro, Tangisan na Kinabalu, and there is so much more that I could choose, but I just can't fit it in the presentation. So my personal favorite would be the Tombiro. It is a picture. This is a movie on a warrior that is fighting the spirit of the forest along with his friend, defeating evil of the jungle. Okay. Now fashion. So of course, Malaysia has a lot of fashions, but I personally want to talk about the fashion in Sabah because me myself, I am a Kadazan. Kadazan is a ethnic group in Sabah. So yeah, I really want to talk about the fashion in Sabah because it made me so proud. It made me so proud of the diversity, the colors, the fashion of Sabah. So in Sabah, there's a lot of ethnic group. Because of that, Sabah is filled with fashion and colors. So each ethnic groups has their own fashion, has their own colors, have their own styles. There are approximately 42 ethnic groups and over 200 sub-ethnic groups. So I am myself a Kadazan. So there are some ethnic groups in Sabah. There is Kadazan Dusun, Murut, Bajau, and so many more. So what I'm about to show you is the different types of fashion that we have in Sabah. So this is Kadazan Penampang fashion. This is to be said is the most beautiful of all the fashion in Sabah because it is very simple. It is very tidy, and it's very it's very wonderful. It is said to be one of the oldest known fashion in the ethnic group Kadazan. So the second one would be Kadazan Papar. They're basically the same, but they have a little bamboo hat, which is very, very interesting. This is Dusun Lotut. Dusun Lotut is much more colorful because they have red, they have blue, and sometimes orange, I think. Dusun Lotut is a nomad. So they can tame horses, they can ride horses, they can do tricks with them. So yeah, they're very, very interesting. I like them very, very much. And this is the Rumus. Well, Rumus is a very interesting one because they have a lot of accessory, as you can see, on their necks and on their ear and on their head. And sometimes they have a lot of bracelet around their arm. And it is very, very colorful. It made them the most diverse fashion ever. This is Rumus. It is very similar to Rumus, but yeah, the design is much more cleaner and more colorful. This is the Dusun Tindal, which is very, they have the things on their neck and they have a long sleeves. And finally, the Sea Bajau, which is the most colorful. They live by the sea, and each year they have this festival, which they show all their fashions. As you can see, the nails, the headwear, the bracelet, all the colorful and glitter and stuff. And they will be on a boat, and then they will be judged based on their fashion, based on their looks, and based on their accessory and the boat itself. So yeah, I think that is all from me. So I really appreciate, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. So yeah, thank you so much. I am really proud of my work here. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for Nafail S. Benjinal for presenting some of pop culture in Malaysia. I think it has similar some like fashion, film, and many things other is similar with Indonesian, especially in fashion. It's similar like in Kalimantan, yeah, because it's in Kalimantan too. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we will continue to the next presentation. We have from wait. Yeah, okay. We have from Anastasia Bezborodova from Oleksandr, Dovzhenko, Hlukhiv National Pedagogical University. Yeah, are you ready, Anastasia?
Yes, I'm ready. Let me share the screen, please.
Okay.
Okay, good day, everyone. I'm so happy to see you on this meeting. My name is Anastasia. Today I'm here to talk to you about Ukrainian pop culture. I will tell you about our most popular music, movies, and art. I hope it will be really interesting and you will have a pleasant journey today. Can you see my presentation?
Yeah, we can see your presentation.
Okay, so I think we should start from the very beginning. Ukrainian pop culture started its official existence after our country gained independence on 21st August 1991. After this period of time, a lot of performers have declared themselves actively. A lot of Ukrainian songs, movies, TV shows were appearing on the TV screens and radios. Ukrainian culture was gaining popularity increasingly and was promoted to the masses. As you all know, my country is going through a difficult time. These sorrowful events made us to appreciate our culture and identity more than ever. We literally fell in love again with our culture, traditions, and achievements. I believe you will be impressed too when you find out some facts about our rich culture. Let's talk a little about music. For the great majority of people, music is the almost commonly used element of culture in almost every country. We can hear music everywhere, when we go shopping, visit some entertainment places, walking or relax at home. Music became an integral part of our life. Ukrainian music industry offers a huge variety of music in different genres, languages, moods, and topics. Nevertheless, in recent years, popularity of Ukrainian language songs have been increased, and some of them became well known in the world, like song Plakala, which means She Has Cried, of the band Kaska in 2018. Kaska first appeared on the popular TV show X Factor and presented their first song Svyata, which became a hit. It means holiday or holy. It's like a word game because she sings, "Oh mother, on the holidays, I wasn't holy." Melodic voice of Sasha Zaritska, singer of this band, and interesting combination of electronic music and Ukrainian folk amazed our public, and band went on to work in this direction. In 2018, they released a new song, Plakala, a music video which as a result gathered more than 400 billion of views. Then, English composer and singer Laura White created English edition of the song. Additionally, song Plakala entered the top 10 of the world chart Shazam. According to some experts, this song became the first one in the history which caused such resonance in the world. I really recommend to listen this one and other songs of Skaska. They sound really amazing. The second Ukrainian band I would like to highlight is Go Away. Like a Kaska, they also use combination of electronic folk and but their songs have more energy and drive. And the topic of their music is closer to the traditional Ukrainian culture and pagan beliefs. They participated in Eurovision Song Contest in 2021 with song Shum. It means noise. Also, Shum is a pagan creature, spirit of the forest, and took the fifth place. Likewise, it entered to the top 3 the best songs in the history of competition. In 2020, they also offered the song Solovey, Nightingale, for Eurovision. Go Away's other songs are famous in our country too now. And if I already started to talk about Eurovision, I can't help but note the winner of this year, Kalush Orchestra, with song Stefania. This song shows us the love and tender feelings of the author to his mother and pleasant memories about her. Right, let's move on to movies. In 2018, the series Kriposna, Surf, was released and became the super hit of Ukrainian TV. Then it became popular in Poland too. It's historical drama about tragic life and love of Ukrainian serf Katerina, who lives in the border of 2 words, nobility and serfdom. Second drama I want to mention here is To Catch the Kaidash. It's a new reinterpretation of the Ivan Nechilevitsky story, Ukrainian writer, The Kaidash Family. It became the best broadcast in January 2020 on the STB channel. And the topic of the events of 2014 hasn't passed filmmaker Ahmet Seytablayev. He made 2 symbolic and difficult movies, Cybers and Their Prayer. Also, I want to note the works of Oleg Sentsov and Kira Muratova. Their movies take prize places on the international film festivals almost every year and are included to the top 100 best Ukrainian movies. Ukrainian filmmakers also put attention to the life and problems of teenagers and created series School and First Swallows for them. Second one showed us the darkest and the deepest worries of modern teens. So in the end of every episode of this movie, hotline number of organization La Strada Ukraine was given and operators got more than 400 calls for a day from teens and their parents who wanted to share their problems and ask advice. Now, I would like to look at Ukrainian art. In Ukraine, we can meet a lot of talented and famous artists, but I want to represent your art which impressed me the most. Maybe some of you have already met these pictures. When I saw it first, I thought that it's one of the cutest things I have ever seen in my life. And I have no idea who is the artist of this one. And when it turned out that the author of these gorgeous pictures is Evgenia Hapchinska from Ukraine, I was really surprised. She has her own unique and unrepeatable style. She calls herself supplier of happiness #1. Happiness has become her own brand. Yevgenia Hapchinska was born on November 15, 1974 in Kharkiv. She graduated from the Kharkiv Art School and the Kharkiv Art Institute in 1996 and 1997. She studied in the Nuremberg Art Academy in Germany. Yevgenia has participated in more than 35 exhibitions in different countries and also has personal gallery in Kiev. In 2008, Ukrainian Post put into circulation stamps Signs of Zodiac, authored by Yevgenia Hapchinska. Aren't they lovely? Also, she cooperates with publishing house Ababa Halamaga. Yevgenia illustrated Ivan Malkovich's book, Lisa and Her Dreams. In 2010, the book Pirate Stories, published by the publishing house Smart Child, illustrated by Yevgenia Hapchinska, was included to the catalogue of the best children's book in the world, White Ravens 2010, published by the International Munich Children's Library. Hapchinska also illustrated Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Has Found There. In my opinion, it's the best and the most beautiful illustration for this fairy tale. As you can see, Ukraine has got unique, authentic, and rich modern pop culture. I want to invite you to Ukraine after our victory and hope it will happen soon. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, okay, Anastasia, for present some cool thing from Ukraine. I like the art that you shared in the presentation. I really like it. Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we will continue to the next presentation. We have from Oromia State University, Magartu Asefa Wayesa. Okay. Okay, we can see the presentation.
Could we hear our voice, please?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Thank you.
I'm Magartu Asefa, Oromia State, from Oromia State University, Ethiopia. Meaning of Gudifacha, as Gudifacha was one of the cultural institutions that as child getting techniques for infertile families. In Oromo society, Gudifacha practice has a long history and started during the time of the DAS system commencement. In Oromo, customary law, Gudifacha is a system of moving a child from his or her biological parent to another of the community's social families members through ceremonial rituals of the Gudifacha. And as reason of Gudifacha is practiced in community for 3 reasons in both the past and today. First, it is desired by parents who receive children of some families to assure continuity of their successor, secure inheritance of properties or living paternal names of their line by childless couples. Second, some families adopt children because of their resource and affection for children, demanding larger family size to show social and economic status. Third, in the past, some families adopt children to help them get assistance of being orphan, and today Gudifacha is practiced to help the orphans and the neglect. Text shoot in video. On the adoption of Oromo, when the child receiver mother washing body ceremony as fertilized by mother, takes shoot and video.
Lu kasih buka dana karena dari situ semua dan akan jadi video pecahan bukan dengan lagi. Tahu tidak udah apa format
Are you playing a video? I just hear the sound but not see the video.
Could you see the videos?
No, I just hear the sound of the video, but not see the video.
I'm sorry. Let's share the video, please. Just take a minute.
Yeah, it's okay.
Pause now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. She's giving some certain advice about adoption, what we call in local name Gutifacha.
Sorry, pardon.
Here, she is advising give some direction about Gutifacha to her colleagues, her peers. That's the process of what the adoption is. She's giving some induction about Gutifacha. You can see from the video here.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I think the presentation time was over for Oromia State University. Is it okay? Yeah.
Yeah, just the final here. You can see
Yeah.
this is better than cheese, the ceremony.
Okay, yeah.
There it is. They are feeding, she's feeding the fertile mother who give a baby. They are treating her. Here it is. Here it is. At this video, they are giving Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was over, sir. Okay, thank you so much for play the video for us. Thank you for the presentation, sir.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so we will continue to the next presentation. We have from University of Foreign Language from Hu University from Vietnam, Nguyen Hu Natan. Is the presenter is ready? Okay.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you see the slide?
Yes, I can. Okay.
Okay, so today I'm going to introduce you guys some pop cultures in Vietnam. And firstly is about music. So when it comes, so in Vietnam, we celebrate two separate New Year. The first one is the normal one. We are all over the world celebrate, which is according to the Gregorian calendar. And the second one is our main New Year, which is the Lunar New Year. And I wondered that when it comes to New Year, what kind of music that you people play in your country? So in Vietnam, we have one of the popular song that people usually play when it comes to New Year, which is the song Happy New Year by APA. So you might wonder that why would Vietnamese people play this foreign song on the New Year? So to explain this, I don't even know the answer for this, but even from when I was born in 2001 and growing up, I used to listening to this song when it comes to New Year. And it's just so popular that every Vietnamese people play it on the New Year day. So next is I will want to introduce you guys some famous singer in Vietnam. So the first person is Sơn Tùng NTP. So when mentioned about this man, he is one of the most popular singer in Vietnam. And he even used to collaborate with Snoop Dogg. You can see on the screen here. Yeah. And this Sơn Tùng has broken many records about the most viewed video in on YouTube, and his song is played by millions of people in Vietnam and even all in the world. Next, Vietnamese people, young Vietnamese people, they are really fond of the indie music, and these are two of the most favorite band in Vietnam, which is chilis and ngọt, which means sweetness. Next, I want to introduce you guys this man, Trinh Công Sơn. He is one of the most. This man is considered to be the best songwriter in Vietnam, and people said that he has the amount of a total of 600 songs during his career. Next, I want to talk about football. So it's fair to say that Vietnamese people worship football, and a match by a national team will be watched by millions of people. And you can see that here. You can see this picture when Vietnamese national team have a big match. People will gather around in front of a big screen, and they will watch together. And when the national team wins some trophies or wins some match, the atmosphere will become crazy, and it comes to the term called "đi bão," which means storming through the street. So when Vietnamese team win, people will gather around on the street. They come to the street, they waving the flags, they cheering in order to celebrate the win. You can see here a lot of people gather around in the street, and it's really crowded. And they even bring the dog into the celebration. This shows that the passion of Vietnamese people for football is so huge. Next, I will talk something about the pop cultures in daily life. So what do you do when you want to talk, when you have to chit chat and spend time with your friends? You can choose to go to the coffee shop, but in Vietnam, you can have another choice, which is you can go to the sidewalk and sit down and order an iced tea, and you can sit down on the sidewalk and then talk with your friend. And you can see here, this old man right here, he's smoking the pipe tobacco, which is popular for these men when they are having an iced tea on the sidewalk. Yeah, when you're having this iced tea, you can also order to smoke or to have some candies. And you can see on the screen right now, it's a railway, right? Have you ever imagined that you will sit beside the railway, having a coffee, and then the train will come right beside you? Yes, in Vietnam, we have this term called having coffees besides the railway. So you can see here, the coffee shop will put the tables on the railway and for customers to have the coffee on it. And when the trains come, they will move all this furniture to the side and wait for the train to come by. And when the train is gone, they will put everything back and have their coffee just as if there's nothing happened. Yeah. Another term that I want to introduce you guys is this kind of gesture, means múa quạt, which can also mean fan dancing, because it refers to the fan. So when people, this gesture is really popular among the young people in Vietnam, and they usually do the kind of gesture when they want to rave in the club or in the music festival, something like that. Yeah, it's really famous in. So lastly, I want to mention something related to the Lunar New Year. So there is a myth about this person you can see on the left side, the kitchen god. So people said that the kitchen god is a man who lives in your kitchen, and he will record and he will write down everything that you do during the year. And when at the end of the year, this God will come back to heaven and he will report everything that happened in your house back to the God. So so there is a famous show in Vietnam that played in the New Year Eve, which is the Kitchen God show. So in the show, actors will play as the kitchen god, and these people will like summarize and talk about everything that happened in Vietnam during the last year in a funny and comedic way. So that is all for the pop culture in Vietnam, and thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you so much for Nguyen Hunat. Vietnam, I think, have a really, really fun culture. I really love to see it. Thank you so much. Okay, we will continue to the next presentation. We have from Cherkasy State Technological University, Svetlana Sutko from Ukraine.
Yeah, hello everybody.
Okay, hello.
So, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, okay, so I will start. I'm happy to have such an opportunity to take part in this conference. In my opinion, it is a really important project because the media you read is not always objective as for the cultural traditions of another country. Unfortunately, you will be informed about wars, disasters, and conflicts happening in foreign countries, but not about their culture and art. So, for the beginning, let me introduce myself. My name is Svetlana Shutko. I am Ukrainian, a student of Cherkasy State Technological University, Applied Linguistics. And today I'm gonna tell you some interesting facts about music, movies, and famous singers of my motherland. First of all, it is necessary to say that Ukraine is an independent, sovereign state with a unique culture, traditions, beautiful language, and talented people. Surely discovering Ukrainian music can be a life-changing experience. It will add more color and flavor to your life. So please let me be your guide and help you to explore perhaps something new. So now I would like to introduce you some Ukrainian famous singers and their bands. The first band is Kaska, and their song Plakala, which is in English, Cried. You have already heard about it. A fun fact about the music industry in Ukraine is that many popular artists come from talent shows like the X Factor and The Voice. And Kaska is one of the bands that managed to become incredibly successful after taking part in the local franchise of the X Factor. The lyric video for their song Plakala is the first Ukrainian language one, which attracted more than 50 million views on YouTube. Then the hotkeys. They created a truly unique material complemented with glamorous and aesthetics. It's hard to label them in terms of genre. I guess you can say they are a progressive rock band, often inspired by ethnic music. The lead vocalist, Julia Sanina, has perhaps one of the richest and clearest voices I've ever had in my life. The song Zhuravli, in English it is Cranes, is an interesting example of how Ukrainian artists managed to recycle traditional ethnic melodies into songs that sound current and fresh. Next singer is Jamala, and a European audience might know Jamala from her winning performance at the Eurovision Song Contest 2016. And Jamala's music imbibed traditions of many nations, as her creative talent is a product of many ethnicities and cultures. Her song, A Way Back Home, is a telling example of her artistic style. The rhythmic of house and R&B music are often used as a foundation for everything else here. Next singer is Onuka. Onuka's music is a space where the experimentality and boldness of electronic sound meets the harmony and tranquility of folk tradition. The band uses Ukrainian folk instruments to channel indigenous and primordial energy. The latest single, Strum, in English it is Stream, is Onuka's best attempt to fuse tradition and progress into conclusive sound. Next band is Okeanelze. You will fall in love with the Ukrainian music when you hear Okeanelze. The raspy voice of the lead singer and heartfelt lyrics are the things that got me hooked. Okeanelze's music is a true representation of Ukrainian people and their national character, brave, freedom-loving, and heartwarming. The song "Не твоя війна," in English it is Not Your War, is definitely a good illustration of that. So, next singer is Tina Karol. Tina is a mesmerizing singer with a rich technique, array of melisma, and an ear-piercing whistle register. Her piano ballad "Космічні почуття," that is in English "Cosmic Feelings," showcases her voice in its purest condition. The next band is Один в каное. Один в каное is an indie pop band, first and foremost notable for their beautiful lyricism. The lyrics in Човен, in English the song is named Boat, are comprised of verses taken from the poem of the same name by Ivan Franko. So it is also important to say that hundreds of patriotic tracks released after the 24th of February this year have already gone down in history as a manifestation of the impressive unity of Ukrainians during the Russian invasion. While the first phase of the full-scale war with Russia was going on, as a Ukrainian listener had an opportunity to find more Ukrainian language music and meet new independent artists eager to hear something that would allow us to believe in our victory. A great number of Ukrainian singers now actively volunteer and collect money for the needs of our defenders. They organize charity concerts abroad and in Ukraine, as was, for example, the European tour of the band Goey. War songs have already entered the modern history of Ukrainian music. In the first months of the war, they supported the belief in victory, raised the morale of the soldiers at the front, and didn't allow those in the rear to despair. The leading themes were the glorification of the armed forces, the javelins and bayraktars, the unity of Ukrainians, anger at enemies, mourning for the dead, and nostalgia for a peaceful life. So now one more Ukrainian band, the Ukrainian group Untitled captures with its dynamics and drive, easy sarcasm and freedom that sound in every song. Untitled is a pop rock band. They like many easy styles of performance and memorable lyrics. The compositions are mostly lyrical about love, relationships, and feelings. Due to its uniquenesses and diversity, the group will like not only young people, but also older people. Ukrainian group Untitled have teamed up with Ed Sheeran, releasing a new song partially filmed and recorded while serving in the war against Russia. Untitled are stopped working to join the military. Next band is Goey and their song Kalin. Goey band, which took 5th place in the Eurovision 2021 contest, explains the song Kalina. Kalina in English is Gelda Rose, and Gelda Rose is a symbol that has been a part of Ukrainian culture since ancient times. Its meanings were transferred through the ages in legends and songs. A broken Kalina tree was a sign of trouble and tragedy. Abuse of this tree was a shameful act. Ukrainian people carefully protected it because there was a belief that Kalina grew only next to good people. According to our ancestors, Kalina has a power that brings immorality and can unite generations to fight evil. The song Kalina is a message to the world that should be united for the future of humanity. And one more song connected with this plant, this tree, is the song In the Meadow, the red Gelda Rose has been down. It is a Ukrainian folk song. And This song is by Andriy Hlukhiv and Boombox. Boombox lead singer Andriy Hlukhiv performed this Ukrainian folk song at St. Sophia Square in Kiev just a few days after the Russian invasion. A few days later, Hlukhiv enrolled the Kiev Territorial Defense. The South African musician David Scott recorded a remix in support of Ukraine, this song. And the band Kalush Orchestra. The Kalush Orchestra is a Ukrainian hip-hop band that combines ethnic motifs with modern sounds using different folk instruments. The band was named after the Ukrainian city of Kalush, and the leader of this band is Hlukhiv. And now I would like to tell you also some facts about Ukrainian movies. Ukraine also produces good films. If you want to master your Ukrainian language or just learn more about Ukrainian culture, I strongly recommend you to watch Ukrainian movies. Movies are a medium of Ukrainian national character and culture. Although the humor, romanticism, and optimism of Ukrainian films are often underscored by tragic elements, these movies are nonetheless inspiring. And the first movie I would like to tell you about is The Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors. As you have already heard, it is the Ukrainian answer on how Romeo would probably survive after the death of Juliet. The movie is filled with Ukrainian national traditions, the burying and the wedding ceremonies, Christmas celebrations, and magic rituals. There you can get acquainted with folk songs, Carpathian nature, and the Hutsulu dialect of the Ukrainian language. Next film is The Guide. It is the drama of Oleksandr. It is a tense, gritty, and incredible historical film which depicts the repressions of the Ukrainian identity in the 1930s.
Hello, Svetlana.
Yeah.
You have 1 minute before the presentation was end.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm finishing. Okay, thank you. One more film is Cherkasy 2019. The audience, like this film, is actually reproduces everything that happened during the defense of the minesweeper, and so far it is the only live-action Ukrainian film about the stages of Crimea. Also, I would like to send you in a chat one song. You can hear it. You can listen to it. It will be the Ukrainian folk song. The Gelda Rose had Bell Down, and I have already spoken about it. Okay, and I believe that my presentation attracted your attention to my country and nation and aroused a desire to learn more about the culture, music, and cinematography of Ukraine. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's make me interested with your country. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for the presentation, Svetlana. Okay, we will continue to the next presentation. We have from Vasyl Stus Donetsk National University, Maxim and Katerina from Ukraine. Okay, hello. Maxim and Katerina from Vasyl Stus Donetsk National University. Okay, I think they're not present yet. We will continue to the next presentation first. We have from Termez State University, Dilshoda Chorsanbiyeva Alisherkizi from Uzbekistan. Okay.
Good morning. Good afternoon to everybody. If you let me, I can share my presentation.
Yeah.
Okay, what's it? Okay, today I want to explain about music, culture, and dance and traditional games of Uzbekistan. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but the share screen is not displayed yet. Still loading.
Okay, Just a moment.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see it, but it's still black screen. Is it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay, you can start your presentation.
Okay, just a moment. I think there's some problem with my computer. Just a moment.
Should we continue to the next presentation first?
I continue. Just a moment. I'm sorry for this. It's the first time I.
It's okay.
Did you see it?
Still loading.
Did you see it?
Still loading. Still loading in my screen.
Are you seeing PPT? My presentation?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, where's I can do it. Oh my god.
Should we continue to the next
I continue. Just a moment.
Yeah.
Are you seeing my presentation?
Not yet.
Oh my god. I'm doing this, but how can I do it? File? This I can do it.
Maybe you can try to stop share screen and then try to share again, Miss.
I do it. Oh my god.
Or you can rejoin to the Zoom. Yeah, we will go ahead for the next presentation. So you will presentation after this turn.
Mas Aska, sebentar. Ada permintaan dari apa ICCM.
ICCM. Oh ya. Oh iya. Udah dikasih co-host. Oke. Hello, Miss Dilshoda. Can you hear me? We will help you to share the presentation. Yeah. Hello, Miss. Hello. Can you hear me? We will help you to share the PPT, Miss. We have. Yeah, I think we will continue to the next. We'll go ahead to the next part presentation first. We will go to University of Venda, South Africa, with Joseph Mukhamukandi and Milweli Hope Ramutseli. Are they present? Yeah, can you hear me, sir? Hello, Joseph Mukhamukandi and Milweli Hope from University of Venda. Okay, we will back to the Termez State University. Hello, Miss. Is now okay? We can help you to share the screen. Okay. Okay, now we will jump to the Bugema University. Okay. Bugema University, Uganda. Okay, we will jump to Nabale Hanifah from Bugema University, Uganda first.
Thank you so much. This is my name is Nabale Hanifah from Bugema University, Kampala. And today I will be introducing the pop culture in my country, that's Uganda, in relation to music, dance, and drama. I'll be giving a brief introduction of Uganda. Uganda is a landlocked country bordered by Kenya, South Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, Tanzania, and Rwanda. It is ranked number 3 in Africa as far as music and entertainment is concerned. Uganda has over 65 ethnic groups, and a brief history of it. In 1894, Uganda became a British protectorate, and in 1962, it was granted independence by the United Kingdom, and Sir Edward Mutesa was the first president to emerge in Uganda, and also the Kabaka of Buganda. There came in Sir Apollomi Tonobote, and who was later overthrown by Idi Amin, and later there emerged the president who we are having now, who is President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who has ruled Uganda for almost 35 years up to date. That's a map of Uganda, as you can see. That's Kampala city within Uganda. That's Mbarara city, the land of milk. I would recommend you to come in when you want to enjoy milk. So talking about tribes and languages in Uganda, Uganda has many different tribes, but among which the Baganda tribe and the Basoga dominate. And the languages within the country, we have the Bantu and Central Sudanic languages, but we normally use Swahili and Uganda, which are common. So I'll be talking about pop culture we have in Uganda. Pop culture, what I understand by it, is generally recognized by members of the society and the sort of practices, beliefs, and objectives that are dominant or prevalent in the society at a given point in time. So this is the Uganda National Cultural Center, which is a center for culture in Uganda, and I would recommend you to visit it for more information. This is the Uganda Museum. As you can see, here is a lady looking at musical instruments in the Uganda Museum. So speaking about music, the Baganda, being the most vibrant nationality in Uganda, has defined what constitutes to music. And the first music to be introduced by the Baganda, the folk music, is the Kh.Dosmukhamedov music. As you can see, the stage performances of Kh.Dosmukhamedov in Uganda, that picture. These are some of the musical instruments we use. These are the drums, and this is the xylophone. And let's drumming. In relation to music, we have other music types, which we have the Kidandali, which is a music genre that is currently the most popular in Uganda, and also Kh.Dosmukhamedov, the one that we have seen on stage. We also have others which are dancehall, hip hop, and gospel. This picture shows the Baha'i Temple, which is a place of worship, and also music, church music is provided there. When we're talking about dance, we have different kinds of cultural dances in Uganda, and we have the Bola dance, which is practiced by the Acholi tribe in the northern Uganda. As you can see, we have the Mbanga dance and the Nasaka dance, which is practiced by the Baganda on different occasions. Let's play a video. We have the Dele culture. It's also a culture that promotes dance in Uganda. Speaking of drama, the Ebons led Uganda charge into drama with prime TV shows. We have like That's Life Motu and Bibao, which means Did Things Happen? I would recommend you to watch those drama series. And we also have the Ugawood, or sometimes called the Kuna Uganda, which is the popularized movies we have in Uganda. And I would recommend a movie called The Last King of Scotland, which talks more about the regime of Idi Amin Dada and his rudeness. Speaking about music, we normally enjoy music. Speaking about movies, we enjoy them more in cinemas within Uganda. Yeah, that's all I had for today. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for giving the presentation for the pop culture in Uganda. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, we will continue to the go back. Yeah, we'll go back to the our presenter that is from Termez State University, Miss Dilshoda. Miss Dilshoda. Yeah, is it okay now, Miss?
Okay, it is okay. Good,
Okay,
good afternoon to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. And I wanted to explain about Uzbekistan music, culture, dance, and traditional games. And can you next one? Next. And you can see there a picture of a group of folk. And the next one is we know that music connects the culture of the world and is a window to the essence of any country. Likewise, Uzbek music is one of the keys to understanding Uzbek culture. Traditional music has ancient origins during archaeological and excavation in Samarkand, Termez, frescoes depicting musical instruments and similar to modern string and wind instruments of Uzbekistan were discovered. The traditional music works were often centered on folklore or built around poems by famous Uzbek poets such as Alisher Navai, Jamala Samala, and others. Cultural connections and tradition truly run deep. UNESCO even includes Shashmakam and unique genre of music from the Uzbekistan and Tajikistan. And Shashmakam, translated as a 6 makam or modes, each of 6 masses has its own orders, rhythm, value, and the result in a uniquely Uzbek sound. This style of music is performed by a group of singers and musicians and uses traditional strings, dutar, rijak, and tambur, as well as doira as instruments. Shashmakam schools can be found around Uzbekistan and Tajikistan. Next one. And you can see a group of the folklore, and they take a photo in a festival. Next one is next. Next, Uzbek folk music more generally is often associated with dutar and bakshi. Dutar is a simple instrument with 2 silk strings, and bakshi is a musician playing this instrument while singing to folk songs. Uzbek festive music is performed on a karnay wind instrument, surnay, flutes, and doira, the sounds of which can be heard for hundreds of meters, inviting locals and tourists alike to join in the celebration. In the 90s and the 20th century, after Uzbekistan became part of the Russian Empire and Soviet Union, a school devoted to classical music opened in Uzbekistan. Uzbek folk motifs permitted the classical music, creating a unique Eastern flavor. After independence, Uzbek pop music came about in a similar way, and native genres saw a revival. In Uzbekistan today, guests can hear modern Uzbek pop music, folk music, Uzbek localism, as well as Shashmakam and Lazgi. We believe music is heard during holidays, festivals, weddings, at the Tashkent Conservatory, and at the folklore shows, like the one of the Nadir Divan Begi Madrasa. Additionally, there's a annual music festival in Samarkand called Shark Taranalari, and here is the national music from countries around the world is performed. I think everybody know about Shark Taranalari because there may be participants in there. And the next one is next one is traditional Uzbek national dance. And you can see a dancing of violars, and there's our national dance. And next is the dance of art of people of contemporary Uzbekistan has developed since ancient times. In the rock paintings and archaeological finds, images, and dancing and dancing figures preserved. In the 4th and 8th centuries, the art of Uzbek dancers from Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khorazm was known in the many countries of East. The national Uzbek dance is very expressive. It embodies all the beauty of the Uzbek nation. The main difference of Uzbek dance from other dances of East are firstly an emphasis on complex and expressive movements of hands, and secondly a rich facial expression. Next one is and you can see dancing of the gyol, and next is the folk types of Uzbek national dances. Uzbek national dances has come down to our days in two forms: traditional classic dance and folk dance. Uzbek folk dance are very diverse. There are hilarious, lyric, dramatic dances with their regional distinction. Classic traditional Uzbek dance is an art that is expanded in special dance schools and then is shown on a big stage. It's also worth noting that performance of Uzbek dances should be agile and very reprisal in their movements, as every move of every part of the body, up to the fingers, eyebrows, contributes to the accuracy of narrative. In Uzbek dancing, expression is as important as technical execution of steps. Next is a group of classic dancers, and next is in Uzbek folk dance in Uzbek folk dance, there is unusual variety. These dances come down like on all family, village and city holidays. These dances are transmitted from generation to generation. They retain the ancient dance traditions as well as real or outgoing life. In the Uzbek folk dance, almost all the 12 regions of the Uzbeks are presented. And like any folk dance, an Uzbek dance is a dance of individuality, the soul and body in it unmuted and a single whole. And each Uzbek folk dance is a mini play embroidered in gold, working in a cotton field, fruit speaking, oriental bazaar, or baking cakes in the tandoor. Traditional dance of Uzbekistan as a rule of narrative about any history or event and don't serve for the self-expression of dancers. Their wide reportable shows the importance of dance for the culture of country. Next is the next one is a picture of the dancing girls. And the traditional games. When it comes to traditional games, can you next one? There is a type of next one is long since during the main holidays, weddings, festivals, Uzbek people enjoyed themselves, had fun, arranged games, competition in strength, dexterity, speed, sharpness. And today, the national games in Uzbekistan are not forgotten, but even experiencing a revival. Some games even went to the world level. A separate sport, there are a lot of humor, jokes, competitive enthusiasm in Uzbek folk game. They retain their artistic charm, authentic value, and constitutes the most valuable unique folklore. The next one, and you can see a game of Hlukhiv, and the next one is I explained about it. Hlukhiv is one of the most ancient equestrian games of the Uzbek people and peoples of Central Asia. This extremely exciting spectacle can be collected to the intensity of patience expected with a Spanish corrida. Traditionally, Hlukhiv is held at national holidays, weddings in spring before the start of the agricultural work and in the autumn after the harvest. Uzbek national wrestling or crash is one of the oldest warlike arts in the world and possibly the most popular form of the entertainment in Uzbekistan. No holiday or festivals can do without it. Crash does not need a special access file or gym. Previously, man simply fought on the ground at the time corpse or light. The rules of the fight are simple and democratic. Crash is available to both young men and old people. Often on holidays, you can see the fighting gray-bearded elders. And the next is you can see as a playing crash and already national holidays and in the world Cup, or the next one is and also, you know, there is a lot of our national games. For instance, you can see fighting ships, and we do it in our national holidays. And the next one is and fighting roosters. These games are very interesting and expressive, and I believe that you'll very like it. And next is after the in addition to the above games in Uzbekistan, there is a number of other traditional games: Chaugan, equestrian field hockey, kiskuda, a catch-up with gyol, tankulu, pick up a scarf from the ground, olamapega, and so that's why, and others. If you go to Uzbekistan, you may take part in the most Uzbek games and amusement during the national customs and tradition of the Uzbek people. And I'm sure that if you come to the Uzbekistan, and I easily take part in the national games, and I'm sure that you love the traditional games and our culture, and also our traditional dances. Thanks for your attention. Sorry for the.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Yep. Yeah, that's our last presentation today. Thank you so much for Ms. Dilshode for present pop culture. It's really nice culture in the Uzbekistan. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm sorry for the mistakes.
It's okay.
It's the first time for me.
It's okay. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is our last presentation for our event today. So we will go to the closing session. Before I close the event, I want to everyone in this room open the camera, because we will take some picture for documentation. Yeah. Yeah. I will repeat it again for everyone in this Zoom meeting. I hope you can open our camera, because we will take some picture for documentation. Oke, Miss Febri.
Oke.
Ya.
Oke, bagi peserta yang belum mengaktifkan kamera, bisa diaktifkan terlebih dahulu ya. Oke, saya hitung dari 1, 2, 3. Oke, sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Oke, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Febri. So before I end our event today, I want to all of us say thank you and hope to see you again in our own language. Let's say, I'll type it. Let's say thank you and hope to see you again in our language. Yeah, you can type it in the chat box, and you can open mic and say it with your microphone. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. I am Azkan Amanta from STEKOM University. Say thank you for every participant in culture exchange event from STEKOM University. I hope we will meet in another event again. Thank you very much for our contribution and for our participation. Thank you. Hope to see you again.
Okay, thank you.